All right, so today we have a 2015 Ford Explorer. This is a 3.5 liter non-EcoBoost. So this vehicle sustained a water pump failure, and then the vehicle sat for about a year or so before the customer decided what they wanted to do with it. Now, normally for something like this, we would go ahead and just do the timing chains, which would normally be on this side of the engine bay, and replace that water pump. But since the vehicle sat for about a year with the moisture in the crankcase and everything, moisture plus rod bearings, plus main bearings, cam bearings, any kind of softer metal that's within the motor is going to start to pit and corrode. Now you can see the level of disassembly that we did in order to achieve this. Now, doing a little bit of research, repair software actually says to drop the front subframe and pull the whole drive unit as one piece. Now, the reason that they said that is because of the style of the torque converter. It normally gets stuck in the flex plate. So when we were removing it, it was stuck. This has now been reseated in, and now we have almost perfect clearance. So we're going to come over here. There are two different versions of the 3.5 liter. There's one that's equipped with the oil cooler and one that is equipped without. Now over here, you can actually see the big oil cooler. The vehicle that was a donor car actually did not have an oil cooler. So that is one thing that we're going to have to transfer over. The housings and everything on the block are the same. So we're going to come over here. And this one was actually provided by Benzene Auto, which has one of the best warranties in the used engine industry. So this customer opted for a 3636 warranty, which is 36 months or 36,000 miles. This motor came out of, I believe, a Ford Fusion. So the motors architecturally are identical. There's a couple little small things that are different here and there, but anything that we need, obviously we have the other motor. So you can see on this one does not equip with the oil cooler. So those three bolts are the same ones that are over on the other motor. So we'd have to remove the cooler, and then underneath of the cooler are these three little bolts, remove the housing, put the housing back on from the oil cooler style motor, put the oil cooler back in, put the cooling hoses that hook back up to it. But we can see this is actually a pretty clean motor. So this was out of a wrecked Ford Fusion. I believe this one has 38,000 miles. And again, 3636 warranty. One of the best ones that you could probably get. Most of the used engines that we were looking at had like a 3-month warranty or like a 30-day warranty. So we wanted to make sure that the customer on this one was going to be happy. So in conclusion, kind of a pain in the butt to do. So when you remove the actual motor from the transmission, make sure you seat the torque converter into the transmission and get it to disconnect from that flex plate. Because again, you see how big that is? It corrodes in and gets stuck.